for Michigan State have shown themselves off pretty well so far tonight.
Tolis back in the ball game for Michigan State. And we have a penalty flag down. Michigan State with the false start, a perfect 3 for 3 in the red zone tonight, making it slightly more difficult on this drive.
Jonathan Smith expects things not to be perfect, but I know they're really hoping for a clean drive here, and they have a good-looking drive going, but setting themselves back there. Second most in the Big Ten with penalties last year, and that's something that's got to improve if they're going to improve.
Giles on second and 13, pressure coming, they got him again. Camden on the sack, that's sack number 4, and Giles slow to get up.
He just did not see James Camden, the graduate transfer out of Murray State.
Looks like he's kind of holding that arm a little bit. Here's the sack, Camden off the edge, knocks the ball down. Western Michigan recovers. Back after this.
Summer is racing by fast, and so is your chance to save big on a new Honda. That's because the $7,500 federal EV tax credit ends September 30th. So save on a Prologue EV by getting one now. You can also get a great deal on a hybrid from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your local Honda dealer during the summer event.
Everyone's heading to McDonaldland this summer. So come order the McDonaldland meal and try the new Mount McDonaldland shake with one of 6 souvenirs.
I'm a big rock, and while you're down there posing for pictures, this little birdie's telling me it's time for this rock to roll. And if you don't have the right insurance, this could really flatten your savings.
Awesome.
So get Allstate.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
The Tigers fight for the AL Central Rangers on against the Warriors, or Cal Raleigh's historic chase continues as the Mariners take on the Guardians. Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
With a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, summer plays on. Whether you're teaching the art of tailgating, showing up for the home team, or finding the ultimate skybox, with a new Toyota, you can keep summer playing anywhere.
Now you can get 4.99 APR financing on a new family-size 25 Highlander, or the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander, and get 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
At National Heritage Academies, student success starts with strong foundations. We build academic excellence on timeless values like gratitude and courage. Begin their path to greater at your local NHA school today.
Welcome back to East Lansing. Michigan State quarterback Aiden Childs slow to get up from the sack. They were checking out his shoulder, but he looks to be
Looks like he's going to be all right.
So that's good news. Big sigh of relief for that entire Michigan State sideline. Western Michigan keeping it on the ground. Alex Van Sumeren on the stop. Here's another look at the play.
Yeah, untouched. He just couldn't get to him on the blitz pickup was Tullis. James Camden forces the fumble and a big sack on Childs. It looked like he put that arm down and kind of popped his shoulder a little bit, going to the ground. They checked it out, and then Childs got up, and started working out. Looks like he's going to be okay.
The pass to the outside is complete. That's Avion Chenault. And again, it's Brock Lowry in the quarterback. Brady Jones got the whole first half, got a series here in the second half. Brock Lowry's the man of the moment right now.
They've had a tough time on offense. It hasn't been all bad. There's been some positive moments for Lance Taylor and Walt Bell's offense here. Defensively, I think they've played better here in the second half. There's no denying that. The numbers say that as well.
Lowry gets rid of it.
Great tackle.
Tremendous tackle. Jalen Buckley's a big load to bring down. Jordan Hall got in there.
Great size on Jordan Hall. His coach Rossi thinks he's an NFL linebacker. Only a junior. Fresh body, didn't play that much last year. He played, but not as much as he's expected to play and be the captain of the defense this year.
Started about 6 games as a freshman, primarily a backup last year, and that is off the hands of Jalen Buckley. And Hall not only a captain, along with Nikai Martinez, who we haven't seen tonight, the starting safety. Those are probably the best 2 defensive players for Michigan State.
Yeah, and they've gotten some rush end stuff. We've seen David Santiago doing some good things. We saw Rafaela a little bit in the first half. Other linebackers that have shown out. Wayne Matthews has looked okay. Been pretty solid at corner, but still a developing defense. Really strength in numbers is what they're looking for. And a lot of guys they feel they can play and that they can move in and out of the game.
Lowry looks to the left, keeps it himself, and he's not going anywhere. Isaiah Mua, they call him the Iceman.
Moa, transfer from BYU. He's the third down edge guy that they like. And there he is. It's third down and he's on the edge. And he takes an interesting route on that blitz across the line of scrimmage at an angle to get to Lowry. Nicely done there on what I believe was a quarterback draw that they called. Good series recovering from the turnover for the Spartans.
No more, punting again. Kelly calls for the fair catch. So the season opener here tonight. And things get interesting. Boston College, Youngstown State, USC, Nebraska. They got Michigan on the 25th.
And that looks hard, but it's better than last year. Last year, Michigan State had a brutal schedule. They had to play Oregon and Ohio State 6 days apart. That Boston College game is pivotal. If they can get through the Eagles, then they'd be probably looking at 3-0 headed out to the Coliseum on September 20th. USC, a little bit of a mystery this year. We saw Nebraska yesterday. Got a new quarterback.
Alessio Milivojevic, a backup that they like a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, they brought him in last year.
And right up the middle is Elijah Tau Tolliver.
I'm sure Aiden Childs wanted to go back in and feels okay, but you look at the score and 3 minutes left, and you just really would not want to put that young man in a situation where you hurt him and don't have him available for the next week. And they also really want to get a look at Milivojevic because they talked about him like he was really impressive. And Jonathan Smith doesn't say that about a quarterback. I remember Jonathan Smith saying that to me at Oregon State about Aiden Childs when he was a freshman and DJ Uiagalelei was the starter. So they feel similarly about Milivojevic and would like to get a good look at him tonight as you see Aiden Childs up and moving around and encouraging the offense, which is a good thing after what looked to be a potential injury situation on that sack fumble.
Well, I know they'd like to run a little bit of clock here, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they let Milivojevic throw. He has one career pass.
We saw it.
And it was an interception in our game against Rutgers, the season finale last year, which didn't go well for Michigan State. And they said they actually kind of felt bad that that's his one career pass attempt. So maybe they'll get another one here. Paeo on the stop for Western Michigan.
Good for Tom Tolliver to get a vibe of what a Big Ten game, or at least playing for a Big Ten team, is like. Get some good carries in the second half.
He had nearly 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns last year at Sacramento State. And I'm sure Elijah Tolliver is going to be watching this game just like the rest of us tomorrow. The Arch Manning era officially kicks off with a playoff rematch for the ages. It's number 1 Texas taking on the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes on Big Noon Saturday. Our coverage starts with Big Noon kickoff live from Columbus at 9 Eastern tomorrow on Fox. Look inside the numbers here. I still can't believe that this is the first time Texas has ever been preseason number 1.
Hard to believe with Darrell K. Royal and all the things over the years. Colt McCoy.
I mean, so much
Vince Young.
NFL talent on that field tomorrow. The 20th game in college football history that's had the number 1 team taking on the defending national champs for just the 20th time. Oh, picked off. It's Tate Halleck taking it to the house in his old stadium. What a moment it must be for that young man. The former Michigan State Spartan spent his first 4 seasons right here in East Lansing.
A great moment for Tate Halleck, who really is the captain of this defense, stepping in front and making a great snag on Alante Brown. Ill-advised pass, second throw, second pick for Milivojevic. Like you said, they wanted to get him a throw to feel better about it. I don't think that's going to do it. As you see Jonathan Smith come to him as he goes to the sideline. Something positive for the Broncos as far as the score goes. We talk about how their defense is played in the second half. You see Aiden Childs coming over and encouraging Milivojevic as well. Tough break for him. What a great moment for Tate Halleck back in the stadium here in East Lansing.
Have to feel great for that young man as they're going to go for 2. Brady Jones in at quarterback for the Broncos. Jones into the end zone. The intended receiver was Blake Bosma. He was falling down.
I have no idea why he went there with the ball. It looked like he had his man in the flat, but his play was designed and just did not throw it out there. Pretty well-designed 2-point play by Walt Bell, but not executed.
Nonetheless, Western Michigan gets on the board thanks to this guy, Tate Halleck. And talk about the family ties here. He played here for 4 years. His dad, Ty, was a linebacker, fullback, and tight end. His brother, Tanner, was a walk-on. His sister is an all-Big Ten basketball player. Might just be the best athlete in the family. But he grew up going to Michigan State football games. And
he's a good-looking safety. I mean, he's 6'4". We've seen him make some very physical tackles around the line of scrimmage. And despite the score, you see the smile on his face. And he's going to run down on kickoff, too.
Yeah, why not? Tall, rangy kid.
I couldn't run down on kickoff after a pick 6. I'd be breathing like a panther.
Domschke and to kick off for Western. It has to feel good, not just for Halleck, but for Western Michigan, just to get on the board here. You don't like leaving anywhere with a goose egg. Ball's running around loose, and it looks like Western Michigan may have recovered.
They got it.
Indeed they did. They're going to have another chance here to potentially get on the board. That was Kevin Boone Nelson on the recovery for the Broncos.
And this is not the way Jonathan Smith wants his team to finish this game. They looked a lot better in this one. We saw them work in this yesterday in their walkthrough. It is an odd-shaped ball, and it doesn't always bounce your way. This time it bounces the way. Very nicely done. Bounces the way of the Broncos. There'll be some situational teaching this weekend for Labor Day for both of these teams. An opportunity for Coach Taylor to finish this game maybe in a very interesting way. Only one timeout left for Western Michigan. And a long way to go for the end zone. Remember, their offense has not generated any points in this game.
Back to pass, and again, another miscommunication. It's a very similar situation to what we saw earlier in the game. And Jones and his receiver not able to get on the same page.
Yeah, that's Chenault that time. Brady Jones trying to stretch the field. That's what he does well with his arm talent. They're definitely seeing something different from the perimeter and the pocket.
$23-0 for a long time, and Western Michigan gets on the board. Courtesy of that pick six, they call grounding, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, there was, I guess, by the letter of the law.
Looked like the receiver just kind of cut off his route.
Yeah, it felt like a miscommunication, but I guess it could still be grounded. Usually you don't see that call.
Almost never see that call.
Pereira's in bed getting ready for Big Noon.
Jones with time. Good pursuit by the defense. Jalen Buckley wrapped up right away by Jordan Hall. Uh-oh. Chenault has a problem with Petros. Mike's still alive.
His voice woke me up. His voice woke me up. Let me sleep, please.
Why'd they call grounded there, Mike?
Because they wanted to wake me up. That's why they called it.
Love you, Mike. I'm glad to see Mike still here. That one dumped off to Buckley, and that didn't go for much either. Day Willie on the stop as we get to the 2-minute warning. 23-6. There's still interest in this game, folks. There's people out there it matters to, I'll tell you that much. 23-6. Michigan State still on top. We have 2 minutes to go, and who knows? Anything could happen here at Spartan Stadium.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer,
Good to go.
but getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that race, no trouble. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, new Swiffer Mop Deluxe is made for small spaces. For clean, even mom approves of.
That's new.
Just grab a pad and go. The built-in solution traps dirt and locks it away.
Wow, still white.
The upgraded strip has 75% more scrubbing power.
Still clean.
And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Make a move. I dare you.
With Ring, you can protect your home from anywhere.
Pick six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick six.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
Six.
Pick 6.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Where's the beer guy? Bud Light here. 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 I just after you.
Got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
2 minutes to go here in East Lansing. Michigan State up 23-6. They had the shutout going until an interception return for a touchdown by former Spartan Tate Hallett, who spent 4 years here in East Lansing. But for the most part, a good showing by this.
That's like Spartan Waldo there.
Where's Waldo? There's Waldo.
Is that an antiquated reference?
Nobody under the age of 30 knows about Bruce Bowen. Taking a shot. And defended nicely by Chance Rucker.
Yeah, they brought a safety blitz, Malik Spencer, and that creates the one-on-one situation, which it looks like Jones saw. Throws it up there and gives Chenault a chance, but really well done by the young man out of Denton, Texas, who missed 10 games last year with an injury, Chance Rucker. Thought he should have picked it off, but I thought he did a good job just locating the ball and slapping it down.
Rucker going to be the third cornerback. As you alluded to, missed the vast majority of last season. It looks like victory formation for Michigan State. And they did, for the most part, what they intended to do tonight.
I think they would have liked to have a cleaner second half offensively. What can you say about the defense? They gave up 0 points and had a safety. Offensively, a little bit more inconsistent, and that's what Jonathan Smith is talking about, consistency. And that means being yourself for 4 quarters. And that eluded them tonight. Give credit to Western Michigan, especially Dame Tucker and Tate Halleck and some other heroes defensively that stepped up and stifled the Spartans late. But I know Jonathan Smith would have liked to have a little bit more of the second half looking like the first half offensively.
They did give up 4 sacks, so there are some things to be cleaned up there. And we talked about this a little bit earlier in the game. A lot of rotation going on that offensive line. They're trying to find the right pairings on the left side and the right side. You have your right tackle flipping the left tackle, and that's not easy. We talk about that like it's nothing, but it's a very different feel, right?
No, all of it is very difficult, and all of it, trying to build a football team, is a seasons-long process. And I believe for the first game, especially compared to last year, that the people in East Lansing are going to be happy with what they see. This is a bowl team in Western Michigan that's had a lot of success, and they did a great job against what is a very good offense. And for Western Michigan on their side, they really needed to improve on defense. Chris O'Leary, that team coordinator, feels like a guy who's in the right role. They did a great job, and they